Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, I've got a gorgeous headband for you today. This is for a 0 to 3 months, but you can make this in any size. I will leave the details in the description box below of the actual length of the headbands that you need for the age that you need. It will be 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12, toddler, child, teen and adult. But yeah, this is made in DK yarn and with a crochet hook number 4. I just absolutely love it because I love these little puffs and I love these little single crochet ends, and then I've just used a needle to tie in the ends. It's approximately, let's have a look, actually about 1.5 inches, which is a nice size. Now I'm going to show you 0 to 3 months. The only difference, well, you don't have to do this, but this is what I did. So when I did the puffs, I did 2 wrap overs rather than 3, just to give it a slightly smaller puff, because you know, but 0 to 3 they're still quite tiny, aren't they? So let me just bring you in a little bit here, and but for the older ages, you can do 3 wraps, and I'll show you how to do that. I won't make the entire headband, I'll just make a small sample, and I'll show you how to do the edge as well, and then I'll leave you to do the length that you need. So for 0 to 3 you need a length of 12 inches. Okay, so any of the sizes will be in the description box. So here we go, and I'll just use this lovely raspberry here. I've got a little bit here and I'll show you. So DK yarn, lightweight yarn. You can use a different yarn and chunkier yarn even, if you would like to make it in a chunkier pattern. So the first thing that you need to do, I just need to bring you in here actually a little bit. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is make a slip knot and chain 4. So you do your slip knot however you do your slip knot. I do mine like this, and chain 4. Okay, so just before I begin, if you don't know how to do a slip knot or chain, single crochets, or we don't have any double crochets in this, but I'll show you the puff very slowly. I do have individual videos listed for this, and you can go and have a look at those and then come back, but I will take it as slow as I can. But if it's still too fast, you can just slow me down in the playback options and add captions and subtitles if you wish. Okay, so yarn over, go into the 3rd chain, so not that one, 1, 2 and 3, you should have 1 remaining. So go to the 3rd, pop in your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over again, go into the same place and drop another loop. You should have 5, pull through all 5, chain 1, yarn over, go exactly into the same space again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, 5 stitches again, 5 loops, and pull through all 5 and chain 1. Then yarn over, and in this very last one is the double crochet. Yes, we do have double crochets, I forgot, sorry, I thought you were chaining. So yeah, so yarn over, and to go in to do a double crochet, you go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So what you have initially is this, which is the 2 puffs there. There's your double crochet you've just done, and then there's that chain 2 that we skipped in the beginning because we need 1 either side. So this will be just a repeat row now, and every time you start a row, chain 2 and flip your work, and then you immediately do your puff, chain 1 and puff into that chain 1 space from the previous puffs. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop, pull through all 5, chain 1, and then go back in again into that same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop, and pull through all 5, chain 1. Now for this row here where we did the initial skip the chain 2, just go in to that space. Okay, you don't go on top of the chain, go into that space and do a double crochet. So yarn over, go into the space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. It will be easier on the next one because that was the chain 2 there. So you can't see yet, we'll see in a couple of rows. So chain 2, flip your work again. Now before I make this puff, what I wanted to say was that I mentioned earlier on about a fatter puff. So if you're making it for a toddler or a child or a teen or for yourself, and you think, you know what, I want a slightly more thicker puff, then the only thing you need to do there is yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop, and we would stop there for the 0 to 3, but then you would go in again, so you do it 3 times, and then and then pull through all 7. So that will give a slightly more bigger puff there. You can use the bigger puff, 3 wrap puff, for the 0 to 3 as well. It's not I just wanted a slightly flatter feel to it, if you know what I mean, for the baby. Okay, so yarn over after you've chained 2, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through all 5, chain 1, go into space again, pull up a loop, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop, and pull through all 5, chain 1 again. And then now you can clearly see the double crochet from the previous row, so you will have this gap, so go into the space, not into the chain, and do your double crochet. Chain 2. You're probably thinking, how is it staying so straight? Because we're chaining 2 here and we've got a double crochet here. It does match up, so not to worry. So yarn over, go into the chain 1 space, yarn over, in again, 5 loops, pull through all 5, chain 1. And this is what you will do for the entirety of your length. There's absolutely nothing else you need to do. Chain 2, flip your work into the puff and do another puff. So I'll just call that a puff now. Puff, chain 1, and another puff. Chain 1 again before you do your double crochet into that space, remember. Chain 2, you can slow me down if you feel you're not ready, if I'm going too fast. So, and that's how it will look. At the moment it's both sided, but when we put in our single crochet row here on the end that causes this lovely little edging, that will be the right side up. So I'm just going to quickly now just do a couple of rows, so I can just get 3 more rows in there for you, so that I can show you how to do the side bit. Oh, did it 3 times there. 1 and 2. Okay, I might just leave it there. Right, so you will do your length however long you need it to, for whichever size. If you're doing it for the 0 to 3, make sure it's 12 inches from here to here. Okay, because remember this will stretch as well. So 12 inches for 0 to 3. Because tensions and, you know, you might want to use a different hook, just make sure it's 12 inches in length. That will be your length for the 0 to 3 months. So when you get to the desired length, chain 1, okay, and then move your work this way. And now we're going to be working in these spaces that we made. So the first thing you need to do is single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet all into that space. Then you move straight on to the next one. Single crochet is just pulling up a loop and pulling through 2, and chain 2, and then single crochet. So this creates this little, because there's no point, because it's so delicate, there's no point in doing any sort of shells or anything, because it will be just too big. I mean, you could try it if you want even more high higher, you know, wider, sorry, should I say. You know, you can experiment. Maybe somebody wants to give it a go and try and do 4 puff rows, and then with this on the end. So you would work down the side, each and every space you would put, there's no chain in between anything, okay? So keep moving to the next space, single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet. There's the next one, single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet. Absolutely love this raspberry colour, it's gorgeous. Okay, so we've got a space here and we've got a space here, because there's our puff, our corresponding puff. So you go, make sure you go into that last one there as well. Okay, so once you've done that, you just need to, straight from the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, just go into that middle bit of that puff and do a slip stitch. Okay, and then go on to the other side there. You can work this in actually if you want to. I'll just leave it at the back for now and slip into there. Then chain 1, and then in that very first space do single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet, and this is how you would move along the side and work the opposite end. In each and every space, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and no chain in between before you jump into the next bit. And you would do this all the way to the end. And you don't need to work opposite here. Again, when you get to the bottom, I'll show you what I mean. We just did that at the top there to turn, so there's less yarns and things too. Okay, I have one more left, which is right here. Okay, now when you get to here, I don't have the length to show you how to do that, but I did try just crocheting it together with a slip stitch or whatnot, but it didn't work. The best is just to chain 1, okay, and then cut your yarn. And the reason why I say that is, I don't want to waste this yarn, but let me just, so we've just done it we've just done this way, gone up and then across that way. So that's your right side. You can clearly tell that's the back end of your single crochets. Make sure you don't stitch it the wrong way around. So the way I know is, you know, we want to form obviously the band like so. Join the band, hairband, like so. So it's easier to do it with a needle, and the reason why I say that is because you have this single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the end, and you want to basically attach it using, you see the single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet, these single crochets should be your last stitches here. Let me see if I can show you one here. So yeah, there's my single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. When you actually work your whip stitch inside out, you can use that single crochet and then work across and then use that single crochet, because we still want the next piece to have, you know, we don't want it to go flat at the back. If it does, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. It will be at the back of the baby's just, you know, back of the baby's head. It's not going to be at the front, or if you do make a complete mess of it, again, don't worry, crochet a little flower or something and you can put a flower on top. So yeah, so you want to join it from here, okay? You want to leave this, okay? Make sure you don't flatten it out, but you know, it's not the end, like I said, it's not the end of the world. You just want to make it nice and even. So let me push this one aside and I'll show you this one again. Really pretty. This one's done in there. More of a rose pink, and that was a raspberry. So yeah, you can use any yarn. Like I said, if you want to make it for adults, then you can use a bigger puff, a 3-wrap puff. If someone can figure out how to do 4 puffs, you can go for that as well, and then still have that on the ends. That'll be nice, you know, like an ear, you know, a headband that's like covers your entire ears. But we're coming into the nicer weather now, so hopefully we won't need. Well, not here in the UK. I'm sure maybe in Canada and places elsewhere it's still pretty cold. But yeah, so this is one of my favorites, and I've just made this as a gift for someone. But I'm not going to attach a flower. The reason being, I do like my headbands quite simple, but you can make any flowers of your choice, and you go ahead and decorate this up however you wish. Bows, flowers, but the band itself is really pretty. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. All right, take care of yourselves. Thank you for your support, everyone. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Please do like and share this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous headband to anyone who you think might like to make it. This is perfect. I think what I'm going to do is, I've got some family visiting soon, and I might just grab one of the childs and just quickly whip this up for her. I think it'll look adorable. All right, take care, guys. I'll speak to you soon.